A massive wave crashes into the side of the boat and strikes Baruch full in the face, instantly dragging him back into the present moment. His thoughts lose all coherence, and his mind begins to boil. The fear of death prevents him from thinking clearly. Every emerging thought dissolves, interrupted by another just as terrifying. His entire body trembles. He bites his fingers, then his hand. He covers his eyes and tries to dissociate himself from the present moment. Baruch's eyes are perfectly healthy, yet even if the sky suddenly turned pink and the soldiers around him vanished, he would notice none of it. The weight of what is inevitable overwhelms every one of his senses, and even the roar of the engine carrying his vessel toward a beach in Normandy has become imperceptible. In a sense, he is already dead, incapable of fully experiencing the present moment. Baruch survived the landing. The doctor tells him that he is a hero of the Normandy landings, along with all the military propaganda that comes with it, but that despite his sacrifice, his death is inevitable because of his injuries. He does not know exactly when, but within a month, Baruch will certainly be gone. The human brain knows all kinds of fear, ancient defense mechanisms designed to confront every kind of threatening danger. The fear of death is the only one that is so deeply intellectual. The prefrontal cortex, the higher entity of the individual, thrashes against its cage in every direction, pushes against the walls closing in around it, and endures attacks coming from behind. It is trapped inside a perfectly sealed box. It is a prisoner awaiting the day of his execution, searching desperately for any possible way to escape his cell, yet unable to outrun his fate. Baruch has experienced the fear of death in two different ways. First, he witnessed the full deployment of his biological machinery, every sensation in the body, every chemical reaction, every alarm raised by the organism. But now his body has calmed down. It is preparing itself for another year of fighting. And yet, at the very top, the experience is entirely different. The circuits overheat. The connections complete their loops faster and faster. Baruch closes his eyes. He imagines himself stripped of all sensation, floating through the cosmic immensity of his own consciousness. What would it be like to exist as an intelligent entity without being able to see, hear, touch, smell, or taste? To no longer feel pain, nor perceive the position of the body in relation to the outside world, or even in relation to itself. In other words, to be deprived of every form of sensation. Biologically, this is impossible. Without stimulation, neurons begin to die, and the very notion of the self quickly dissolves. Our reality, then, can only exist simultaneously with the reality of the universe around us. The universe we experience is biologically dependent on the universe of which we are a part. Death, however, could very well be nothing more than a disconnection between our reality and the reality in which it has come to an end. The journey continues whenever someone else remembers us and calls upon us once more, asking us to allow a shared vision of reality to exist.